Alright, so we are back, and today's video is something more different. This is, yet again, another tips and tricks video. Some people were still a little bit concerned, well not a little bit concerned, but a little bit confused from the last video, which if you haven't seen, I'll go ahead and check that out, because that was also pretty useful. It was a long, lengthy video, I can promise you that, but it was a very good video on my end. I feel like I covered a bunch of things on there, but there were still some things that people were still concerned about that they haven't seen in that video. So this is kind of more of like a part 2 to that tips and tricks kind of guide. But if you do want to see part 1, there is that one to the very end. It's going to be at the end of this video. You can go ahead and check that out. But like I said, we're going to cover a few things here. Like some people in the comment section were some concerned about. But like I said, it's going to be covered here. I'm not going to cover everything that was sawn in the last tips and tricks video because it was in that last tips and tricks video. So I don't think we have to worry about that. But let's go over this one thing. Because there's one thing that says Kanachi2971. He was concerned about he doesn't know which character is useful or not. Now, usually some people, me personally, they're always detained by their leader skill and passive skill. So let's go ahead. Let's do the year 8 LRs, for instance. Let's go to them. If I could find them, that is. Let's get out of here. It's going to be a long one. If I can. Oh, here they are. Perfect. 8-year LRs. So you can tell by their leader skill, power, wishes, or final trump category key +3, HP attack defense +70%, plus an additional attack defense +30% for characters who also belong to the Connected Hope or Majin Buu Saga category. So he is actually pretty useful as he fits not only one, but 4 different categories on that leader skill. And you can tell by their passive skill effect, which obviously I'm not going to read all this, but because it is a little bit lengthy, I'm going to be pretty honest. But you can tell, if you just read this like over time, you can tell he's going to be severely good and severely tanky, or he'll deal a bunch of additionals and crits at the same time, which obviously with this Goku and Vegeta, they're going to deal massive amounts of additional attacks. So you can tell by that. And also, I know this is also one thing, like if you're also confused on like the team you have. So let's say for instance, like these 2 banners came out, right? And then you want to go more for the Turtle School category because I think Gohan is connected Bond of Master. Yeah, Bond of Master. You feel like you don't know which team to run with. You go ahead and Bond and Master, right? You go to here. You go to categories. Let's go Bond and Master first, and then we'll go to Turtle Paddle. So Bond of Parent and Bond of Master and Disciple. See, I think I already have a good category. See, the good category would be the Connected Hope or Bond of Master. Gohan and Future Trunks. So that's a good unit, a good leader skill that you can use. So I don't really need that. But let's say if I didn't have them or any other characters, or besides the are they? No, they're not. Okay, never mind. Besides that, I really cannot speak. I really do apologize. What I'm trying to say is, if you don't have that certain category, you can go ahead and go to like the Scouter, the featured list, of course. They will tell you what they have right here. He's a 200% lead, so he's going to be pretty useful on the team. And then you can tell by the same thing from their passive skill is going to be right there too. So that's also one way to look at it. And the same way goes like for the Turtle School category. I feel like that's a good category, but I don't really want to go into that one because I don't have Kaiku. So it sucks, but it is what it is. So honestly, it sucks, but you know, this is what it is. Now there's another comment that I'm actually going through right now. I'm going through all the comments on the last video just so like it makes sense. So one from awesomeness7434, he said he or she said, I have honestly had this game for years and still don't know how to play. I even have some decent characters, I just don't know what I'm doing. So basically I get that it is a little bit difficult. Like I know from my experience, I was a beginner too and I didn't have no idea what I was doing in the game. I just threw random SSRs on my team. I was like, yeah, this is my team, I'm going to complete the quests, do all the events, and then get stones. That was mainly my goal. That was mainly my goal personally, and collect all the units, of course. So mostly it's kind of like what I said earlier. They base it off the leader skill and the passive skill. Sometimes when you go on, here's an example. If you go follow Dokkan Twitter, Dokkan, like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on Twitter, they're going to drop every single unit. So like Japan is going to be hard, but there's also translators like Minato, Goresh. I think there's a bunch of others that I'm forgetting, but I know those 2 are mainly the ones that do most of the translation for the JP Dokkan side. So if you follow those 2, they're also going to help you out with it, like with those translations, so that's also pretty good. But usually like a couple months later, Dokkan's going to drop the same thing with the same translations, so that's also a thing you could do. That's like the same thing, passive skills, Dokkan, like leader skills and all that stuff. So that's something you can also look for if you're still confused on what to choose. Now the other thing is what was the other thing that some people are like saying, oh yeah, I got a new unit, I don't know what to put them on a team. They also have categories. I know some people are a little bit like know about categories, so that's quite understandable. But if you see right here, there's a list of categories right around here. So you can tell which category you're on. So I know he said he had Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta from the new banner. So again, pretty much of a good W for him, by the way. So, or she, sorry. Still trying to get used to that. But Yeah, as you see right here, we go here. There's a list of categories that you can put them on. Like I say, if you Power Wishes, Final Trump card, which Power Wishes is looking to be pretty hefty. Let me be honest, that team's going to be cracked in about a few minutes. Just don't worry, because I have a video that you're going to be very surprised is coming out very soon. So you might want to wait till that video. If you haven't already, please hit the bell icon, by the way. But yeah, all these categories right here are also teams that you could throw with that specific unit, and they're going to deal that much damage, or they're probably just going to be there to tank. Which honestly, that's another way of doing things too. So that's also a really good thing. And there's another one from like Tuan. I don't want to butcher that one, but yeah. So basically, he's saying, are there best characters or are they all useful? Pretty much, some are good in their own way, and some are pretty much very useful. I'm gonna go back to a very OG unit, one that helped me out and was so useful to me every single time I went through an event on SBR or ESBR, and that dude, OG. If y'all an OG Dokkan player, please like this video up if y'all know what I'm talking about. That unit is, if I can find him, where the heck is he? Hold on. Where is he? Now, I don't even know where he is because he was that good. Hold up. I got to look closely now because where the heck is he? Where are you? Bro, I'm really trying. Oh, here he is. Ella. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now, before that was my dog that you just heard, so I apologize if you heard that. But as you can see, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, before he had an EZA, was the GOAT. He could tank up to 7 turns and stun at the very same time. And honestly, I was like, okay, this man ain't really nothing. But when I Dokkan Awakened him, he was an exceptional unit to have in your box. Like, if you didn't have him, back then you were considered like, man, you can't beat a team without this man. Which is true. You can't really beat him without the specific team. Well, I mean, not specific team, without the specific man, because he will tank into like everything. Maybe not against like AGL units nowadays, but he will still tank pretty useful. So let's say if you had him, you were set. And especially with his EZA, he's still good. You know, I mean, I don't really use him anymore because I have like such a good strength build or like good units to throw on, but I still think he's pretty good in the game. That's just my opinion. So honestly, there is some characters that are best, but some of them are really useful. Like, to me personally, he would be considered my best and useful character back in the day. This guy right here, best and useful character back then. That's just my opinion. But, you know, some would say, yo, my dog is really tired. Broski, I know you're tired, but we doing a video right now, buddy. It's all right. Calm down. Just here, let me pet you a little bit. There you go. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. He's a little bit tired. But yeah, no. Usually some characters are going to be best, and some of them are going to be pretty useful. But nonetheless, it is what it is. You know, some will be best, but like I said earlier, they're going to be leader skills and passive skills to tell you are they best or are they trash. So, and there's also like videos where they do like Dokkan mods where they have the character released early. So that's also one thing that you can see. They do that. I know Dokkan World has a lot of stuff. So that is also one thing. So now, I mean, there's another one. They're saying, should I start an old account or a new one, or should I keep playing on the old one? I mean, it depends. If you have a really good setup, then that's also one thing that you can do. You know, like if you have like a very good like team, if you have like a bunch of LRs, for instance, let's say you have my account, for instance, you have all these pretty good LRs, like, and you want to start up a new account. There's nothing wrong with starting up a new account. I just say don't delete your old account, because your old account could be useful still. There's no need to delete the old account. I feel like you have this like good old account, then I say you should save it. But if you have like a new account, you should also start up a new account too. Why not? Farm up the stones. That's also one thing of doing it. That's what I somewhat do sometimes. I have like a new account on the side that I don't mess around with sometimes, which I really should. But I use that to just grind stones and just like keep my box updated, you know? That's also another thing. And then I know someone asked, I forgot where it was, that there's a way of like, if there's a way to grind yo, buddy, I know you tired, but please, I'm sorry, y'all, my dog is really tired right now. But yeah, he's saying like if there was a way to like grind like metals fast, which unfortunately there isn't a way. There's only like some metals that you can grind from the Baba shop, which have like are really useful, but some aren't at the same time. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, you're not gonna get the most out of it. Which, like I said, it sucks too. Which, believe me, I really wish there was a way. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, what are you like gonna do about it? What I feel like, but honestly, some people think it's alright. Some people think it's an ideal, but like I said, there's not going to be a faster way to grind metals. You just have to be consistent. Like, you got to use up all your stamina, honestly. I wish there was a faster way to do it. I mean, you could do auto mode, which is somewhat of a fast idea in my opinion, but in some cases, it won't always be like the fast opinion. But You know, that it is what it is. Like I said, there's more things out there. You know, there's a lot of things out here, but that's mostly it. I feel like there's a lot of other stuff that I was supposed to touch base on in this video, but unfortunately, I don't know what else to touch base on. So it sucks, honestly, but it is what it is. Unless you guys have something else that you want to put in another video, I might have to do another tips and tricks video, honestly, because I feel like I'm missing something else. Like, I know I covered everything else in the last video of tips and tricks, but I don't know if I recovered anything in this video now. Like I said, I'm going over the stuff in the comments of last video, so I know some people were like confused or like didn't know what else to do. But like I said, I might be missing a few things. If I am, please let me know in the comment section of this video, and I'll go back and probably make another third tips and tricks video. So it is what it is. But like I said, guys, we are going to end the video off right here. Like and subscribe. Take care and peace out.